first thing we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the negative battery terminal, just because we're going to be working with electronic circuits and we don't want to mistakenly cross power and ground together and create a spark and possibly blow a fuse. So just for safety purposes, we're going to disconnect the negative battery terminal and put it to the side. Okay, so let's locate our bulbs. That is the high beam bulb, and this is the low beam. We're going to be working with the low beam. Okay, so taking a look at this, I can see that the bulbs are being covered by a plastic cap. The way to remove this cap is you gotta turn it counterclockwise and it should come out. Maybe half a turn and the cap should come out. Okay guys, to take off the connector of the bulb, you have to grab it from the black part. As you can see, just grab that connector and pull it out. Do not grab it from the cables because you will rip the cables apart and you will have a bigger problem. So just take it off from the connector. It should come out pretty easy. And don't put too much pressure, just feel it with your hand and it should just come out. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to remove the bulb. The bulb is located in the center with the two contacts sticking out where the connector that we just took out was. There's an aluminum bracket that holds the bulb in place. This can get a little tricky because once you stick your hand in there, you will not be able to see inside of the headlight housing. So what you have to do is you have to take your index finger and feel the aluminum bracket until you can release it from the bulb, and then the bulb will come out easily. This is a little tricky, but just be patient and just feel your way around on one corner and you should be able to release this bracket. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have released the aluminum bracket. If you pay close attention to the hook-like part of the bracket, there's a Phillips head screw below it. That basically wraps around that screw in the back, and that's where you're going to put your index finger to try to feel and release this clip or this bracket. Once you feel around, you should be able to release and the bulb should just come right out. So we have removed the bulb. This bulb has a guide right where my finger is that helps it sit on the headlight assembly. You have to make sure you sit it properly or else the bulb will be crooked and the aluminum bracket that secures it will not be able to secure it properly. And your headlights will not be level and you will reduce visibility on one side or on both sides if they're not seated properly. So the bulb that this vehicle requires is the H7C1 bulb. I'm going with the Phillips brand H7C1. So that is a part number that goes for this vehicle. So this is the new bulb that we'll be installing in the vehicle. Always make sure to grab the bulb from its foundation and never from the glass portion of the bulb. When a circuit is put under some form of load, it generates heat dissipation. Oil and grease on the glass will create more excess heat and will damage the bulb faster over time. Make sure you set the bulb carefully on the headlight assembly, making sure to avoid any surrounding areas that could be solid or could break or damage the bulb. Set it in there properly on the guide that I showed you earlier, and it should sit firmly in place. Now the bulb is sitting flush on the headlight assembly and the lock, the metal clip lock, has been assembled. What I wanted to show you guys is the guide of the bulb, how it's sitting in between those two aluminum shoulders on the headlight assembly. I'm going to try to put some identification marks so you can see it clearer, but you can clearly see that the guide is sitting in between those shoulders. So make sure you sit the black connector back on the bulb and put the bulb cover by turning it clockwise, and it should seal the whole assembly together, and that should be it. So make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and to leave any comments you might have regarding the video, any future videos you want me to make, and stay tuned for the next video.